Hello everyone, and welcome to part 3 of my playthrough of Cradle. We spent a lot of time last time making soup. We're gonna spend less time uh, making soup this time around. Um, because we are not soup makers. Anyway, let's get back into the thick of things. Um, so, um, I'm actually going to turn off my microphone for the first little bit of this, because I'm otherwise occupied. Uh, but I will turn my microphone back on later, uh, once I'm no longer occupied. Sorry, just reloading because I lost an item. Alright, now we're reloaded. Let's see if I can do that without dropping an item.
Hi. Hey. Can you hear me?
Where am I?
Somewhere in Mongolia, in some yurt.
What happened to me?
I don't know. I don't remember anything either.
Was it you who switched me on?
Yes.
Are you a Mulgar?
I don't know. But I doubt it.
Where did you get my neurochip?
I found it in a cache underground.
What cache?
A long time ago, I hid a cache of toys in the ground.
You were playing with my neurochip and then buried it in the ground?
Looks that way, but I don't remember any of it. My name is Enibish, I think. And you are?
What do you want?
I want to know what's going on here.
You're not a Mulgar.
I don't know what a mulgar is. Can you explain?
Someone who kidnaps people and sells their substance.
What substance? I don't understand.
My name is Ida, and I understand even less than you do. Do not recognize this body. There's something wrong with it. I can't see anything and I don't feel my legs. What's wrong with my legs?
They're, fused together. Kind of like a vase.
What?
You've got a flower vase where your legs should be.
That's ridiculous. I'm scared.
Calm down, Ida. Tell me, are you a robot?
I'm a human being in an artificial body.
You mean you've had your body replaced?
Half of humanity had their bodies replaced. Where did you get my neurochip?
Ida, I've just now found it in an old cache.
The cache you made when you were a child.
Yes, if my journal is to be trusted.
How could my neurochip have ended up in the hands of a child?
Ongots brought it. My father's trained golden eagle. I don't know where he had found it.
How long ago was that?
Long. 18 years ago.
Listen, Enibish. I feel ill at ease here and scared. I want to remember who I am and return home. Please help me.
I want the same thing. How can I help?
You need to call the evacuators. They'll come and take me away. I've been trying to send a request, but it's useless. My marker isn't answering.
What marker?
The authenticity marker. It's like my passport. It's got all my personal data. All requests must be accompanied by data from the marker, but it appears to be broken.
So what do we do?
I don't know. We might be able to use my neurocopy number, but I don't remember it. I remember almost nothing about myself.
Just like me.
Well, at least you're in your home. You know about your childhood, your family.
I'm not sure if I'm home. I don't know this place.
Strange. Listen, why don't you start asking me questions? Anything you wish to know. Maybe that will help sort my memories. Maybe I'll even remember the number.
Are you all right?
I feel something is wrong with this body. I can't figure out what, but we need to hurry.
Tell me about artificial bodies.
About bodies? All right. They are called M-bodies.
Hold on. Why replace people's bodies?
Because of the epidemic. There was a virus that spread across the globe. A sterility virus. They couldn't fight it, so they developed this body replacement program. Transferring consciousness from a regular body into a mechanical one.
Kind of like a personal refuge?
Right. A temporary refuge. People use it to hide from decrepitude. Once the virus is cured, we'll be able to return to our regular bodies.
But then you'll be mortal. like before.
That's all right. Wait, no, we won't. There's cloning technology now. Life can be extended, it's just that no one has taken advantage of it yet. There was no time.
What's time got to do with it?
The epidemic made cloning impossible. The virus targeted embryonic cells.
The virus could be gone by now. It's been years.
I don't know. It was just so... No treatment worked. Not antibiotics, nothing. There was only one substance capable of destroying the virus, Passium. But the accumulation process was extremely slow.
How was it accumulated?
It was extracted from people themselves. Human beings produced it with their nervous system.
Nervous system? I don't get it.
Well, Passium can only be extracted from emotions. Whenever you experience an emotion, any emotion, your M-body manufactures a little bit of the substance.
A substance produced by emotions?
Yes. Emotions were the only thing capable of making a remedy against the virus. As a result, Passium skyrocketed in value, far surpassing everything else. And every person, they became...
Everybody became a source of value?
Yes, although there were people whose substance was considered more valuable than that of others.
Who were those people?
People that were special somehow. They had something. They were greatly respected, but I can't remember. I think I figured out what's wrong with me. I can't breathe.
Breathe? You need oxygen?
I simply need to inhale air. It's been inherited from my former body, a reflex. I can't get rid of it. All M bodies have a special module built in for this very purpose. It imitates breathing.
Can I help you somehow?
I need a breathing module. Could you find it for me?
Where do I look? We're in the middle of the steppe.
The steppe and nothing else? Describe for me what's around here.
The river, some abandoned complex.
What kind of complex?
A big dome with multicolored sails.
Hold on. Yes, I see it. I've got access to it. The Gerbera Garden. Enebish, I remember this name. I used to have a connection to this place. I think that it's an amusement park.
It looks the part.
M-body parts were stored there, in the pavilions. It should definitely have a breathing module.
Okay, mic back on. Weird. I should mention a while back. You mentioned something about treating viruses with antibiotics. Yeah, that doesn't work. It's not a thing you can do. Antibiotics are for, to my knowledge, they're for bacteria. Anyway.
Body parts in a children's park?
They were once used in a show, but I don't remember exactly how.
All right, I'll try.
Find the 7th pavilion. I'll try to find the password to the file database. It may contain my data. If I remember anything, I'll contact you.
Help me understand something.
What's that?
Why don't people want to live in M bodies?
It's the panic attacks. You can't get used to them. Each reboot is accompanied by a panic attack.
What is that? Fear?
Not fear so much as you start feeling warm and almost swampy.
Come again? Swampy?
I don't know how to describe it. You feel something strange, like a droning, but it's not a sound, more like a sensation. Monotonous. Anavish, I don't want to remember it.
That's fine. No need to.
Did you bring the module?
Help me understand something.
What's that?
What's a neurochip?
A consciousness carrier. When a body gets replaced, the subject's nervous system is copied to the neurochip. There it lives and develops, just like in the former body, or close enough to it. For one thing, there used to be no need to reboot yourself.
Reboot?
Sometimes the neurochip needs rebooting to clear the errors that accumulate. I don't really know much about it. Essentially, if too many errors pile up, it starts to disrupt your thinking. You start feeling out of it. That's when the neurochip should be switched off and back on. We call that a reboot, and it is a highly, highly unpleasant procedure.
What do you mean by disrupted thinking?
Well, your speech gets distorted, for instance. You start mumbling as if you're delirious, but it doesn't end there. Your motor functions can be affected. It varies.
Got it.
Did you bring the module?
Help me understand something.
What's that?
How is it that emotions produce a substance?
Technically, it's not emotions that produce it, but a synchronizer.
And what does it synchronize?
Your consciousness with your DNA. It maintains a link between your nervous system and gene pattern. Thus, whenever you experience an emotion, doesn't matter which one, it generates something like a byproduct. That is the substance in question. Passive.
Why the need for DNA in a mechanical body?
The consciousness cannot survive without the DNA. It perishes.
How does it perish? And why?
As to why, I do not know. Nobody does. Your neurocopy crumbles and you die in a fit of panic. You shake with terror for several minutes, then slip into a coma.
Coma?
Death, really. The neurocopy cannot be restored.
Got it.
Alright. Need to get across the enclosure. I assume that means that the dome is unclosed somehow. Let's find out. Okay, I've heard this part is tricky. Let's actually go back to the hut. See if there's anything in there that can help us. If not, we'll do a pass around around the circle. See if there are any openings. If there are no openings, then we'll have to think of another strategy. First, knife time. Knives solve everything. You've probably noticed that we use weapons a lot in video games. Weapons are tools. Can I get in through the top? Nope. Guess not. What if it rains? It'd really suck. Knife. Where can I find a knife? No, nothing else that could be used as a weapon, I don't think. Alright, let's go back to where we were before. Try knifing our way through the compound. If that doesn't work, then we'll have to think of something else. Wish you could remap the controls in this game. Wait, can you? Nope. All you can do is keep them as is. If you could remap controls, then I would. Sorry, then I would remap running to be on one of my thumb mouse buttons. So I don't have to hold my pinky finger down all the time on the shift key. It's really irritating. It looks like a tree that can be climbed. It cannot be climbed. It also looks like a tree that can be climbed. Let's climb it. Oh goody, first person platforming. Read this? No. Okay, we're in the enclosure now. Now what do we do?
Enibish, I remembered who those people were. The ones whose Passium was regarded as more valuable. It was their genes that made them special. Their DNA had fewer errors. In other words, these were people with good heredity. Such people produce a special kind of Passium, which contains a valuable component. It was this component that was needed to fight the virus and not the whole substance. That was why they commanded such respect. Humanity's struggle against the virus hinged on them. Back then, everybody used to say that the emotions of beautiful people were our salvation.
These pavilions numbered? Five, 8. Well, that's kind of freaky. Yeah, this looks like it should be the 7th pavilion, so let's just go in and see. What we can find in here. Can I sit in there? Nope. Pavilion is all the way over there, so that means this must be Pavilion 7? I guess this is Pavilion 7.
You're at the location. Hold on, I'll try to open the doors.
I should have washed the doors open. Well, too late for that. Let us see what happens. You know what? We're gonna see what happens next time. I think this is a good time to end our playthrough for the day. So once this new section loads up and I can quit out, we're gonna quit out. Well, I hope you enjoyed our little sojourn through Cradle, and we're going to continue next time.